A world record. Nearly impossible to achieve. But today we're going to be breaking 5 different world records, starting with fastest mile in Yeezys. World record, a scorching 6:22. 6:22 is the record right now.
This is not possible.
I'm about to prove the haters wrong. So I slipped these on, but these are so loose. 6:22 mile, that's the goal. Here's to the first world record. World record time, baby. I begin my first world record attempt, and this is not going to be an easy one. A 6:22 mile is pretty quick in regular shoes, and I was running in just about the worst shoes imaginable. I went through the first lap a little bit too quick, and the shoes were not helping whatsoever.
I'm not gonna lie, he's already looking kind of fatigued.
But since I was ahead of pace, I knew I just needed to grind out the next 3 laps and I'd have a new world record. But with 2 laps to go, I was hurting.
Not looking good, not looking good.
Halfway
Mark.
My legs were hurting, but most of all, my arches were on fire from having absolutely no support from the Yeezys. I wasn't really looking at my watch, but I knew that I was cooking up a seriously fast time. But that meant that I had to hold on for the next lap, which is a lot easier said than done. I was giving everything I had right here to push for the world record, and as I came down the home stretch, I had no idea what time I was at. And I killed the world record by over a minute. I'd say that's a world record shattered. Just 2 out of 5:26 in the Yeezys, baby.
I didn't think it was possible, I'm not a believer, but he pulled it off.
And this is just the first of 5 world records that we're gonna try and beat. So the second world record that we're gonna be attempting to beat is the suit mile. World record, an unbelievable 5:28.
This is my first time running in a couple years. Guys, please go subscribe. We just dipped below 100,000 subs. New videos coming soon. Come on, baby.
New videos coming soon.
New videos soon.
Let's go. Anything less than a 5:28, failure. We want world records and world records only today.
This shirt, I'm not gonna lie, is a little small.
AKA, Zach's put on weight from not running at all. So Zach suited up, no pun intended, for his world record attempt.
Running late for work. It's time to go!
Now, Zach might not be the same runner that he was a couple years ago, but the natural talent never really fades. But could he really throw down a 5:28 mile, much less a 5:28 mile in a suit?
There's no shot that he breaks this record. I'm a pretty optimistic guy, but he's wearing a suit.
My boss is gonna be pissed.
Pretty late for work, I'd hurry up.
Ironically, Zach was actually not late at all, but instead killing this mile. He might not be running anymore, but somehow he still had some endurance left to set this world record. As he comes to the halfway mark, he's on pace to beat the record, which I was shocked by. It's definitely doable to run an 800 at this pace, but can Zach hold it for a full mile? 5:28 is faster than a lot of people's mile PRs, and right now Zach is doing it in a suit. And all of a sudden, there's only a lap to go.
Boss called, said don't even bother coming in, you're too late.
Isaiah keeps saying Zach is late, but in truth, Zach is absolutely crushing this world record. I legitimately did not think he'd be able to do this, but the talent of Zach Levitt never fades. And just like that, he sets a new world record in 5:13.
5:13.62.
What?
New world record.
He might not have 100K subs, but at least he has a world
Let's
record! Zach Levitt still got it!
Let's go, baby. World record 5:13, baby. If you thought that was crazy, get ready to see Tyler in a dino costume.
World record, a stifling 8:55. 2 world records down, 3 to go. I cannot believe I'm about to put this thing back on. I've always been curious to know how fast I can actually run a mile in this thing, and we're about to find out today. I ran the mile world record in this thing during my marathon. I realistically think I should be able to break 7 minutes in this. I put on the dino suit for the 4th time on this channel, ready to break my own world record. I'm literally gonna trip on my own tail here. I was scared to death, but I began and I got out fast. Since I ran the mile world record during my marathon, I figured I would be able to destroy that time since I was only running 1 mile instead of 26. However, we had an absolutely massive problem. You guys can probably tell, but my suit is not inflating at all. The fan was broken and no air was coming into the suit. That meant I was essentially running in a sauna suit that also covered my head and made it next to impossible to breathe. It was 85 degrees outside and I was cooking in the suit, even after running for just a couple minutes. After 1,000 meters, I was already more exhausted than the Yeezy Mile, but I knew I had to keep pushing. As I crossed into the final lap, I was so thankful that this was the end, because at this point, I just needed air before I passed out. I knew the mark to beat was 8:55, but I was so delirious, I had no idea what pace I was running. But as it turns out, I crushed the world record with a 6:58.
Oh my gosh.
The fan that's supposed to inflate it wasn't working, which made it like 20 times harder. We're 3 for 3, and our streak rests on the hands of this man's Crocs. World record, a blistering 54 seconds.
Let's go, baby. Let's put the Crocs in action mode. Take them from 2-wheel drive right into 4-wheel drive.
Do you know how fast this 400 is?
Probably like, what? A minute.
Our fellow YouTuber, Nick Simmons.
No, come on, you're having me run against Nick Simmons. He's an Olympic athlete.
54.64.
Bruh. Nick Simmons, you're going down, baby. Because the Too Easy Army is coming for you. Let's get this.
Bro, there's no shot. Isaiah's getting this.
You don't even have 100,000 subscribers. You're not even a YouTuber. I hurt my knee.
Oh, the excuse is coming out.
I can even do it.
I can't run a 54. Bro, you just have to sprint the whole time.
Spears set this whole competition up, I'm convinced, just to embarrass me for the video. Because he's going to beat every other record, except for I'm not going to get this one. What is 400 again on the track?
One lap.
Oh, he doesn't even know what a 400 is. Oh, we're doomed.
I'm legitimately nervous now. I just don't know if it's possible.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, Isaiah definitely had one of the more difficult world records to break. But come on, he's run a marathon in Crocs before. The least he can do is throw down a 54 400 in them. And honestly, through the 200 meter mark, Isaiah is moving. If Nick Simmons could throw down a 54, I have full faith that Isaiah can drop a 53. Isaiah's starting to lock up coming down the home stretch, and as he finishes, he gives us our first world record failure.
It's not possible.
64 in Crocs, pretty impressive, not gonna lie.
Done with these Crocs, I hate them. I hate them.
We gotta stay hungry after that one. Literally. The McDonald's Mile is simple. Eat a burger, run a lap. Eat fries, run a lap. Drink a soda, run a lap. Drink a milkshake, run a lap. World record, a crispy 12:54. About 3 years ago, we ran the McDonald's Mile on my channel, and the world record is set by none other than the legendary eater-runner, Jacob Spears.
To be honest, this man has no chance.
That's the guy who lost the world record.
I've seen Jacob Spears. That man can throw down food.
I feel immense fear for this. 5th world record attempt. Jacob, you're going down. So in typical McDonald's Mile fashion, I start with the burger and I'm immediately feeling terrible. It's so hard to put this meat in my mouth.
It's a big, thick piece of meat.
I'm trying to stuff down as many bites as I can.
You want to beat a world record? I need to see some effort.
I was giving it my all here, and suddenly, I'm able to finish. I'm going. Part of what makes this challenge tough is having to run with all of this terrible food sitting in your stomach. Luckily, I got the hardest part out of the way by eating the burger first. Only gets easier from here, baby.
Hey. You got fries on the ground. Fries on the ground.
Come on, pick them up. Put
that in your mouth.
I was feeling the sheer amount of calories already.
Oh, God.
Eat.
I feel bad, bro.
See ya.
It's just impossible to eat. I was just trying to stuff as many fries in as possible.
Please don't choke. You got a whole potato in your mouth at this point.
And then, thankfully, I was finished with the fries. 3 laps, 2 things left. Let's go, baby. Now that I had finished the burger and the fries, I knew things were really gonna get easier. The drink would definitely go down fast, but the milkshake was a bit of a question mark. And luckily, the food wasn't really impacting my running ability, as I was ripping off some nice 80-second laps. Now we got 2 items and 2 laps left.
Get it.
This will be easy.
Down it. Come on. Too easy.
And sure enough, I was able to rip through. Oh, this one's so easy. I absolutely crushed the Powerade and it was go time. That was a joke. Thanks to my ability to down the Powerade in under a minute, I was back on the hunt to beat Jacob's world record. I was running pretty quick, but I had left potentially the scariest and most unknown item for last, the milkshake.
This is basically vomit waiting to happen. This is gonna go into his stomach, and about halfway around the track, he's gonna be hurling chunks.
I'm finishing up my lap and I know exactly what awaits me. But if I drink it fast, I still have a shot to beat Jacob. Last item, last lap. Let's do it. Oh God. The instant I take a sip, I feel it in my stomach.
If you don't throw up before the end of this, I'm going to be shocked.
But just like that,
No
that
way!
was a joke. With the milkshake out of the way, all that stands between me and a world record is this lap right here. I know I'm running fast, but were the burger and fries too slow for me to win? I finish up and can't quite beat Jacob's world record. But hey, 3 for 5 isn't too bad.